This is the 2016 Chevy Colorado. In fact, there's two of them, and the big news is that one over there is a 2016 model, and what's special about that is it has a diesel engine. New for 2016 is a 2.8 liter turbo 4-cylinder diesel, a turbo diesel 4-cylinder if you want to be correct about it. There aren't a lot of options for diesel engines in a compact truck, but there you go, right there. Now that one has some off-road package stuff on it, some optional stuff that we may or may not see down the line in production, but this looks more like what you might actually find at a dealer lot. The other engine choices are like what they were when this truck was new. It's a 4-cylinder that does around 200 horsepower and a V6 that does around 300 horsepower. Both motors are fine. We actually had a 2015 model in the Edmunds long-term fleet, and we liked it a lot. It gives you a lot of the functionality of a full-size truck, but in a package that's small and easy to drive around town if you live in a congested area. One of the things we did notice, though, was this guy right here really limits your off-road potential. This gives you a, this is here to improve your fuel economy, but if you decide to take it off-road, you're gonna knock it off when you hit something. That's just a trade-off that you have to decide on when you get the truck. But the nice thing about this truck is how multi-configurable it is. You can get crew cab, you can get a large cab where you can fit 4, real adults in the back, which is nice. And also you have 2 bed configurations, a short one and a long one. Super helpful. But now let's take a look inside. Inside the Colorado, we don't see any big significant changes in the gauge cluster and all that. It's still very truck-like, which is kind of what you expect from a truck, for it to be truck-like. Lots of storage options, power options are pretty good too, but then you also have this new, or not this new, but this updated infotainment system. Now what's nice about this is it's all touchscreen. It all tends to work pretty well, pretty responsively. It can be some delay, or there was some delay with our long-termer, but this one on the floor here seems to be working pretty good. What's nice is it now supports Apple CarPlay, so if you are a iOS product owner, you can now plug your phone into this and it will function much like your phone. It's a very nice feature, and we hope to see a lot more of that in Android Auto in newer vehicles. Seats are pretty comfortable. You have different materials. This is not the leather, but it still feels decent. And the size, even though it is a smaller truck, when you drive it, it still feels large, but so you get the benefit of a feeling of a larger truck, but this, the ease of movement of a smaller truck. So this one is nice and easy to park and all that. Now let's take a look in the back seat. Let's also give a fleeting look at the front seats. Now this back seat, this is a compact truck, so you will be kind of limited in your size. I'm 5'10", my knees are just barely brushing the front seat, and my head's kind of touching the roof. But it's a compact truck. You're kind of limited by how big you want the truck to be. Armrest is nice. And you also have a ton of power outlets back here. 2 USB ports and a cigarette lighter, a 12-volt adapter here, which is very nice for all the devices everyone owns these days. It's decently comfortable, although I wouldn't want to be back here for, 12 hours, but who wants to be in a car for 12 hours anyway? That's the 2016 Chevy Colorado. If you want to find out more or read about its A rating, go to Edmunds.com.